This has been a point of discussion recently, and that is Carrie Fisher should have not only a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but Donald Trump's star, because wouldn't that be just poetic?
That would be poetic.
Mark Hamill has also tweeted his support in this direction, but unfortunately, she can't have one. At least not yet, because the Hollywood Walk of Fame has interesting rules about posthumous stars. They can happen, but you have to wait 5 years, and it's not clear if it's 5 years until they can nominate or 5 years until it can actually happen. So if that were the case, earliest we could see a star for her is 4 years from now.
So what a lot of people don't know about the Hollywood Walk of Fame is that, first of all, they don't nominate. Except in, I think, very rare cases, you or your estate or your people approach them, and they don't pay for it. You got to pay your own expenses, and you got to pay for the upkeep, right?
I would contribute to a campaign to get Carrie Fisher.
Absolutely, but on a certain level, I kind of get why there's. I don't think it's. I would maybe make an exception. I would probably personally make an exception for Carrie Fisher, but I think that the 5-year rule is there so that when someone who has been mostly out of the public eye dies, and suddenly everyone is all up in arms, you're going to end up with a bunch of people that like, oh, they should get a star. And then 5 years later, we've kind of forgot about them. Now, Carrie Fisher is definitely an exception to that. We are going to be talking about Carrie Fisher for decades to come. But I could see why that rule is in place. And on a certain level, I get why you have to enforce it, because if you make an exception, then you have to get into the unwinnable argument about why you won't make an exception for someone else.
Can I make a counterpoint?
Sure.
There are a lot of stars that belong to people. I have no idea who they are, and if I do, I feel like they don't deserve a star.
Well, I'm sorry you don't know your history, Kim.
Well, we're
and
not
don't
all
remember why Mr. Ed deserves
movie
a star.
historians. I wasn't talking about Mr. Ed, because I know who that horse is. But does a horse deserve a star more than Carrie Fisher? I would say no.
Well, Mr. Ed asked before he died. So, see, Carrie needed to ask before she died. Although, yeah, it would be interesting to see what would happen, how she would treat it. You know, she'd make some comment like, oh yeah, great, now people can step on me all the time.
She'd probably be hilarious and heartwarming about it, and we would all love it, or at least I would. I can't speak for everyone.
Sometime I'll have to tell you the story about her buying my friend's house.
You have told me the story about her buying your friend's house.
Well, then I will tell you again.
Well, Matt saw the illustrious Carrie Fisher and was shocked.
And by the 4th or 5th time we freaked out when she came by the house, she's like, all right, guys, stop.
I would probably freak out.
She was totally over it.
I think I can stick to not being starstruck around most celebrities, but with her, I would be starstruck. Never miss another Nerd Alert video by ringing the bell below. You'll get notified whenever we publish something new. And don't forget to join TYT today. Download our TYT Plus app on your phone or head over to tyt.com/join.